All right, guys, we're going to reread our article that we had. Okay, it's called Extreme Weather. We're going to read this one. Okay, and then we're going to work on page 2 of the Scholastic News Packet. We did that one already. We're going to work on this. Okay, all right, follow along.
Science. 5 big questions about extreme weather. Disasters caused by weather seem to be happening more often. Here's what you need to know. As you read, according to scientists, how are humans affecting Earth's climate? 1. What's with all the wild weather? In August, Hurricane Ida slammed into Louisiana. It was one of the most powerful storms to hit the area in the past 150 years. Meanwhile, western states saw high heat and a long drought. That helped spark record wildfires. Most climate scientists agree that weather events like these are linked to climate change. That's the gradual change in Earth's temperature and weather. 2. Is extreme weather new? No. Floods and dry spells have been around for as long as people can remember. But scientists say these events are becoming more common. Experts think this is largely because of Earth's rising temperatures caused by climate change. 3. What causes climate change? It's a natural process that's happened throughout history. But most scientists agree that humans play a part in today's warmer temperatures. To make energy, we burn fossil fuels. Fossil fuels include coal and oil. They are the remains of plants and animals that lived long ago. Burning fossil fuels releases greenhouse gases. Experts say the increase of these gases has caused Earth's temperature to rise over time. 4. So, does that mean greenhouse gases are all bad? No. Without greenhouse gases, Earth would be too cold for any life to survive. The gases, such as carbon dioxide, act like a blanket. They trap some of the sun's heat in the atmosphere, or layer of air around Earth. This process is called the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect. A. Energy from the sun provides Earth with light and heat. B. Clouds and Earth's surface reflect some of that energy back toward space. C. Greenhouse gases trap some of that energy in the atmosphere. This warms the planet further. D. People burn fossil fuels, releasing more greenhouse gases into the air. E. Even more heat is trapped in the atmosphere. This causes temperatures on Earth to rise. 5. How can climate change cause both droughts and floods? As temperatures rise, more water from Earth's surface evaporates or enters the air. That extra water causes heavier rain and flooding in some areas. Other areas get very little rain, causing long droughts. Scientists say reducing the amount of greenhouse gases could help reduce the effects of climate change.
Okay, we read the article Extreme Weather, okay? And then I told you guys to go ahead and do page 2 on this packet right here, okay? So these are the answers you should have something similar to this. All right, question number 1 says, what does question number 1 say? It says, oh, why does the author mention a drought in Western states, okay? So this is why he mentions it. Okay. The author mentions the drought, and that's part of the question, okay, as an example of a weather event that scientists believe is linked to climate change. Okay. So you should have something like that, something similar to that. Okay. Okay. So he mentions it, the drought, because he's saying, hey, that's related to climate change. 2 says, according to most scientists, what part have people played in today's warmer temperatures? So what have people have done? What have people what have they done? Okay, what have we done? Okay, to contribute, okay, to warmer temperatures? Well, let's see. Scientists say humans have contributed, okay, to the warming temperatures by, here's a couple things: burning fossil fuel like oil and coal. Okay, if you're kind of wondering what's that, well, ever barbecue with briquettes? Okay, those are little black rocks that you put on your grill, and then you coal. Okay, that's kind of contributing. All right, people burn these fuels for energy or barbecuing. Okay, this gives off greenhouse gases. An increase in these gases has caused the Earth's temperature to rise over time. Okay, and 3 says, whoops, sorry. 3 says, what is the greenhouse effect? So the greenhouse effect is what happens when gases like carbon dioxide act as a blanket, trapping some of the sun's heat in the Earth's atmosphere. Okay. Anybody have like a garden at home? Okay. Now, have you ever seen people where they have a garden, but it's enclosed, like in a little house that's made out of plastic? Okay, that's called the greenhouse effect. That's called a greenhouse. Okay, the sun's rays goes through the plastic and it gets trapped inside. So when people live in places that are really really cold, they'll probably use a greenhouse to be able to grow their plants and vegetables. All right. So that's we should have these answers on page 2 of the Scholastic News Packet.